Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I promised a video on my NCLEX tips and my NCLEX experience, so here it is. So I'm going to start by saying I graduated December 14th and I took a break for 2 weeks. I didn't do anything nursing for those 2 weeks. I didn't look at nothing nursing. I just hung out with friends and family, ate good, went and got drinks, partied, slept real good because during nursing school you don't get any sleep. All you do is study to early morning. So I enjoyed that. I took a real good break, and then once January 1st came, that's when I started studying for NCLEX. Right after graduation, I applied for my Florida Board of Nursing license, and I applied for the Pearson View to take NCLEX. I would suggest you apply early because it took them a whole month to approve me. I didn't get my ATT to test till the end of January, and I applied December 17th. So I suggest apply early. If you plan on taking NCLEX anytime soon, apply early because it don't matter. They take forever. It was people in my class who applied in the middle of January and was approved in 2 weeks. So I wasn't understanding why it took so long, but it's different for everybody. So apply as soon as possible if you can. So yeah, like I said, right after nursing school, I didn't do anything for 2 weeks. I studied using Uworld. I know a lot of people use like Kaplan, Hearst Review. What's the other one? Can't think of it right now. But I didn't use any of that. Oh yeah, some people use the Mark Clemic Review, his videos and study guide. I may have looked at his study guide maybe once, but I felt like I had a strong background in content because of nursing school. I studied so hard. My school, we use ATI, like this ATI book. So I didn't go over any content because I felt like my foundation was strong on that. So I jumped right into Uworld questions. They have different subscriptions you can buy, like a 30-day which just comes with the 2,000 something questions. They have one with one assessment plus the 2,000 questions, and then they have one package with 2 assessments plus the 2,000 something questions. That's the one I got because I wanted to be able to take the 2 different assessments plus the 2,000 something questions. So I see a lot of people say they study for hours, like 9 to 5. I didn't do any of that. I can't sit down and study that long, so I may have studied at the most 6 hours. Other than that, I don't think I studied that long. I would study in the morning. I did maybe 75 questions a day. I would study in the morning, answer those questions. I had it on the untutored mode because if you had it under tutor mode, it would show you the answer right after you finish that question, and I didn't want it to be set up like that because NCLEX is not set up like that. You won't know if you pass until a day or 2 later. So I studied exactly how I knew NCLEX was going to be. And so after I would finish those 75 questions, I would go back, review my right and wrong answers just by reading it. Then I would take like a few hour break, maybe 5-hour break. And I would just chill out, take a nap, go work out, eat, just chill, watch TV. And then later on that night, I will go back and review that same quiz that I did earlier that morning. But that time, I would take notes to it. I would review right and wrong questions, and then I would take notes. This is the notebook that I used. So you can see I took notes every day, front and back. So I actually started studying. Let me see, what's the date? December 31st. That's the first day of me studying. Now, I studied throughout the week and weekends. Only thing I would do would be just go over those same notes that I took for that week. So questions throughout the week, and then just review my notes during the weekend. I would say study Uworld rationales. They have some of the best rationales. The pictures, the description, how in depth they go is very good. So study the rationales, whether you got the question right or wrong, because you learn even more information from the rationales. And more information can't hurt you. It can only benefit you and help you to succeed. I finished all 2,000 something questions. I remember maybe 2 or 3 weeks before I took NCLEX, I took the first assessment. I did pretty good. It said I had a very high chance at passing, but you can't always go by that. So I still was nervous, and I reviewed it and took notes to it like I did any other quiz. Now, the week before I took NCLEX, the week before I took NCLEX, I took the second assessment and reviewed it, took notes. And that last week, the only questions that I did, because I had completed all questions, so that last week I did only the questions that I got wrong since I had been studying. And I just took notes to those as well to see if I could recall any information that I learned by doing the questions. And that helped me a lot. I would say also the last 2 weeks I started to do 100 to 150 questions a day. I would do maybe 100 that morning, read it, review, take notes, and then I would do another 50 that night and take notes and all that. The day before NCLEX, I didn't do anything pertaining to nursing. Nothing. If I didn't know about then, I wasn't going to know it, okay? That just was my motto. If I don't know about now, I can't learn it in a day. So the last day before NCLEX, I didn't study anything. I chilled with friends. We went out. We had a few drinks. We just hung out and relaxed because I was already stressed. I needed something to just woosah and just go in there with a clear mind. So the day of NCLEX, I had my mom driving because I was so nervous. I knew I couldn't drive myself there. I had to drive an hour away from where I stayed. So that's why I say apply early, because you don't want to end up having to drive so far just to take NCLEX. I know some people who had to drive like 4 hours away from where they live just this test. And I didn't want that to be me, so I ended up driving just an hour away. And my test was scheduled at 2 o'clock. I got there maybe 30 minutes early. I suggest getting there early because when you walk in, you have to do fingerprints, you have to get in their ID, you have to take a picture, you have to lock your stuff up in a locker. I know you can't open this little Ziploc bag that they give you to put your phone in. You can't mess with it at all. If you do, I think they make you come back to retest. I think your test is like disqualified. So you don't want to do that because you do not want to pay those $200 and something all over again, because NCLEX is not cheap. So I suggest just doing the right thing the first time. Also, I walked in there. I was so nervous. Like I said, my test was at 2 o'clock. I walked out at 2:40. 2:40. Y'all don't know how nervous I was, man. I'm like, I only test for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I understand I was like one of the first people during nursing school to finish my test, but to finish NCLEX so quick, I was just like, oh no, what the heck? So yes, I walked out. I was just so nervous. Me and this other guy who had just finished testing, we were both looking at each other like, what the hell? Even the man who walked me back into the testing room, he was like, dang, that was quick. I'm like, yeah, I know. Don't say that. You're making me even more nervous. I'm scared. Like, what the hell? So yeah, I called my friend. I'm like, girl, she's like, I know you're not calling me already. I'm like, yes. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. It stopped at 78 questions. I don't know how to feel. I know I got a lot of select all that apply, and I heard people saying if you're getting a lot of those, you're doing pretty well, but nobody likes select all apply questions, so I didn't care at that moment. I was still nervous. I still didn't know what to think, so yeah. So I went home. I was just like, man, I don't know what to think. I hope I pass. And yeah, that's all I could do. I went out to eat with my parents, my sister. It was my sister's birthday, so we went out to eat. And during the whole time I'm out to eat, I'm just checking my phone, checking the board of nursing website, checking for my results, and I'm just nervous. So I did the Pearson VUE trick. I got the good pop-up. If you don't know what the Pearson VUE trick is, that's when you go back to the website, Pearson VUE website, to apply for NCLEX. You put in your card information, but you put in the wrong expiration date. The good pop-up is if it says you already is scheduled to take this test. The bad pop-up is if they ask for the right credit card number. So I kept getting the good pop-up, but I was still so nervous. So when I was asleep that night, I swear I woke up every hour. I had my computer on my bed, right? I had it already logged in. I kept just refreshing, checking in the middle of the night. So nothing had popped up yet. So went back to sleep. Around 8 in the morning, I woke up and checked. Listen, as soon as I logged in, I didn't even have to pay for the quick results. As soon as I logged in, my license number popped up. Y'all, that was one of the happiest moments. I still wanted to see the results that said I passed, so I went forward, looked at my results, it said I passed. Listen, I boo-hoo cried. Not even graduation did I cry, because I just felt like, okay, I still have another step to get to my license. So I'm happy that I'm done with nursing school, but it's not over yet. But that morning when I saw those results, let me tell you, crying, tears. I called my mom crying, called my dad crying, like, listen, it's a nurse, okay? I sent the results to everybody. Everybody was just blowing me up. So yeah, I recommend, if you can afford it, use Uworld. Uworld looks exactly like the NCLEX. The whole setup, the colors, the font, everything is like the NCLEX. And honestly, in my opinion, I felt like Uworld questions were harder. But that's just my opinion. It might be different for other people. But Uworld helped a lot. I learned a lot from Uworld. You learn a lot during nursing school, but you don't learn everything. But I learned a lot on Uworld. So I really recommend Uworld if you can get it. If you need to review content, review your content. Mark Clement videos, his study guide, hers, Captain, whatever you want to use. ATI was good during nursing school. I didn't look at it afterwards, but if you want to review content, use ATI. Yeah, and that's what my NCLEX experience. So, it's a nurse. Catch me in a hospital near you. So, yes, my next video is going to be about my job search. I finally have my new job as a nurse. So, yes, thanks for watching. Subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave comments below. Hit me up on Instagram. All right.